Just because you hit stop loss does not mean your strategy is wrong. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to share with you guys my trading routine, everything that I do in the morning before I start trading. Now, the reason why I am doing this video is because I have noticed I am one of those people who do not have an actual trading routine. And I just knew that, oh, if I get up in the morning, I'm just going to come and sit on the chart and I'm going to look at trades. If I see a trade, I just force trades. I just like, There is this audiobook that I listened to, and I know I am going to keep listening to this audiobook until everything finally sinks in. Now, when I was listening to this audiobook, I took a lot of notes, which I am going to show you guys. And I'm going to be reading some of the things that I learned from this audiobook. Now, this audiobook is mostly talking about how to build your system, how to build your good psychology, how to change your mindset, and how to make trading feel effortless and efficient in 2 hours, right? Now, one of the first things, the audiobook talks about trading routine as well, and I learned that from that audiobook, and I'm going to leave a link to their audiobook in the description box, so you make sure you check that out, and it's going to be very, very helpful to you, I promise. Now, when it comes to my routine, the first thing that I do in the morning is that I review my watch list. Review my watch list literally means I am trying to look at the trades, the pairs that I'm going to be trading for that day. Now that I've reviewed my watch list, I want to look at market structure. What is happening in the market that day? I go on the daily time frame and I try to look how the previous day closed, right? What happened the previous day? And from what happened the previous day, I can have an idea of what is going to happen the next day. Now, when I have done my market structure, the next thing that I'm going to do is identify my key levels. My key levels are internal range liquidity and external range liquidity. This is on the daily time frame. I want to see where market is coming from and where market is going to on that day, right? Now, after that, I mentally prepare for what is going to happen. If there is one thing I have learned to tell myself is that you're not always going to make money in the market. Some days you will lose, some days you will win. The moment you have set your trade, you have set your limit order, whatever happens in the market is no longer your business. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be anything that happens. Just put it at the back of your mind that, okay, I have done my part and I let the market do its part. Just because, and if there is one thing I learned that was hard for me to like let go of, is that just because you hit stop loss does not mean your strategy is wrong. It is okay to hit stop loss. You just need to know what is your risk to reward ratio, or what is your win rate on with that strategy that you're trading. And do not change your strategy just because you hit stop loss 1 or 2 times. At least take 20 trades or 10, minimum 10 trades. After 10 trades, you do an analysis of every trade that you took, and you try to understand, oh, why is this happening? What is not working? What is? Now, another thing that I do is I make a plan. I try to make a plan every day. I might not write a plan down, but I think writing is very important, and that is one thing I am working on right now. Writing your plan down or making a plan means that you need to tell yourself, okay, how much am I hoping to risk today on this trade? Secondly, where am I expecting the market to go, right? Or what do I need to see in the market for me to know that this trade is for me? What happens if I don't see it? Will I force the trade or will I leave? Is there any news today? If there is news, am I going to trade news or not? All this works in your plan, right? Now, another thing is execution. This is the easiest yet the most complicated part when it comes to trading. Sometimes you see your setup, but the fright, the fear does not allow you to like execute and keep it moving. Now, the only thing you can do at this point is like, okay, I am seeing everything. The moment you have written your plan, or the moment you have a plan, I think it is much more easier for you to do your execution. Now, once you have done your execution, the last thing is to stay away from your computer. Like, the moment I do my execution, I am done. I have placed my stop loss, my TP, and everything. Whatever the market gives me that day, I am grateful, right? The only thing I can do at the end of the day is understand, oh, if I hit TP, what made this trade to hit TP? Did I follow everything that I had to do today? Did I not? What would I have done different? What do I need to change? What do I need to improve? This is very important. Now, the last thing that I do in the evening is I backtest. or not even backtest. I study market structure for that particular day to understand, okay, what happened in the market today, what if there was news, how did the news impact the market today. All these things are very important. Now let's talk about my trading plan. For my trading plan, I trade Euro USD, GBP JPY, and GBP USD, but mostly Euro USD. I trade GBP USD, not really, but GBP JPY once in a while lately, because it's not been giving me setup. So yeah, my style is, I'm a day trader. I literally hold trades for hours, because that is it. I cannot phantom being a scalper for now. I will be a scalper when I'll have much more time to like sit on my computer, trade for a few minutes, and tell myself that I am done, right? Next thing is the time frames that I'm trading. This is for my trading plan. For my time frames, I use the daily, the 4 hours, the 15 minutes, or the 5 minutes. The daily is for the buyers, the daily buyers. The 4 hours, that is where I create a scenario. That is where I create a story. I want to understand what happened in the market, where is the market going to, where is it coming from before. I mark out my key levels, my point of interest. Then once price gets to my point of interest, I drop down to the 15 minutes and I look for entry confirmation depending on the pair. Now if I don't see entry confirmation in the 15 minutes, I'll go lower, because sometimes you will look for entry confirmation on the 15 minute and it will not show up, but it will definitely show up on the 5 minute time frame. Now what is my goal? Excuse me. What is my goal? My first goal is capital preservation, my second goal is discipline, and my third goal is freedom. The main reason why I am trading is because I want to be free to do, and power. Money gives power. Nobody's going to tell me otherwise. The moment you have money, you have power. Money equals power. This is the society that we live in. It is not my fault, right? And I want to be so powerful, and I know that for me to be so powerful, I need money, and I need to be mentally upright. When I mean mentally more upright, I mean educate myself on different things daily. Now, one of my daily goals is to hit a 1:2 minimum. 1:2. If I can get more than that, good, but if I cannot, it's fine. Now when we talk about my strategy, I think I've explained my strategy a lot, but my entry rules, it's very easy. I must see a liquidity sweep, a change of character, and a fair value gap. When it comes to my rules, I don't trade more than 1 pair a day. That is on my prop firm account. I don't trade more than 1 pair a day. I do not trade the news. I journal all my trades. If I don't journal my trade, I don't execute the next trade. And that is basically everything that I do, right? Now when I talk about this book that I learned, let me show you guys this is how I journal my trades. I literally write the story and I draw I write the story and I draw the charts. This is exactly how the chart is for this day, this day, this day. I think I do that basically, right? These are the various things that I do. Now when it comes to the video that I was watching, if there is one thing that stuck to me, is that he said you need to sit in the chart or in front of the chart for not more than 2 hours a day. You need to look for your trading time 2 hours a day. Is it in the London session, the New York session? Look for 2 hours and you sit on the chart for those 2 hours. After those 2 hours, if you have seen a trade, good. If you have not seen a trade, you close your computer and you keep it moving. And also, one thing that I learned that made things a little bit more easier for me is that trading like a business. In business, you're not always going to make money. Some days you will lose money, some days you will make money, some days you are not going to. Like, it is normal. That is how business is. Some days your goods are going to sink in the sea. Anything can happen. Now, walk through greed, because as traders we tend to be greedy sometimes, and the best way to walk through greed is to know your TP before you enter the trade. Know exactly how much you're willing to lose in order to win before you enter the trade. For example, I'm willing to lose $10 in order to make $30. If I'm making $30, even if the market keeps moving upward, it is done. I wanted $30, I got my $30. That is okay. And I think this is the best thing the best video that I've seen on YouTube when it comes to rewinding your mind around trading, especially the psychological aspect. I learned a lot, and I hope that you guys are going to learn a lot as well from this video. Please make sure you go to the description box and look for this video so you can watch it. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like and comment so that YouTube can recommend my videos to you. I'm sorry, I'm going through, my trade is not so good, but this is what I had to share with you guys, and I hope that you guys learned something from it, and I'm definitely going to see you in another one. Bye.